Hi guys, please follow along as I read the article How Technology Hurts Us to you. It's by Liz Rocca. It's last updated July 29th of 2013. Snapchat's the most depressing thing we laid our eyes on in a while. Two nicely dressed young adults, presumably on a date, sitting across from each other in total silence, ignoring one another for the entertainment of their respective smartphones. Unfortunately, this is not that outlandish of a sight. With our generation's addiction to mobile technology and social media, it seems as if dinners are more often set to the auto lighting of an iPhone than candlelight. We at the Clog recognize the benefits that these forms of technology can offer us. Direct messaging and sites such as Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn help us promote our professional career. Stay updated on club matters and keep in touch with distant friends. But we have to install Chrome Nanny to keep off a written before a midterm or get in potentially life-threatening car crashes because we couldn't wait to respond to a text from our friends. It's an understatement to say that our priorities are getting a little out of whack. We are just as addicted to these things as the next person is. But hopefully, considering the detrimental effects technology has on our daily lives as students, will be enough to convince us all that the way we use it often isn't worth it. Without further ado, here are some areas where technology might slowly sucking the life force out of us. Relationships. Why is it that thousands of young, sprightly, educated, intelligent students can't help but reach for their smartphone when they get it together? Look around campus, at cafes, parties, discussion sessions, or pretty much anywhere that tradition and human decency would tell us to look one another in the face and make conversation. A lot of people are more comfortable looking down at their screen. It's almost a reflex, and it's an extreme inconsiderable one at that. There is nothing more rude or offensive by making it alarmingly clear that you prefer the allure of a social media notification than the conversation of a real human being sitting in front of you. Social media is the greatest paradox. It gives us an illusion that we are becoming more connected to people when, in reality, it is crippling our social skills. The liking, favoring, and commenting on posts by friends on these sites might seem like a legitimate way to establish or maintain valuable relationships, but no amount of thumbs up buttons will replace genuine in-person interaction. You know, with body language, voice inflection, real words and stuff, by allowing ourselves to spend more time with these often empty forms of communication, we are preventing ourselves from seeking true intimacy with other people, leaving us feeling socially unsatisfied. Academics. Translation apps for language classes, educational websites like Khan Academy. We may have failed without these tech developments, but what's more likely a reason we are struggling in class in the first place is that we are too preoccupied with distractions on our phones and computers. It's almost comical to sit in a crowd lecture hall in Wheeler and see hundreds of Facebook homepages glaring on the screens in front of you. This site, excuse me, these sites are designed like the classical Skinner box. We click on a certain button to receive immediate gratification. Our smartphones have essentially destroyed our ability to concentrate, encouraging us to leap from one application to another for any bit of entertainment. Regardless of technology's advanced qualities, the ability to focus and a very expensive education aren't things we should be okay sacrificing just because we heard our phone buzz. Mood and personality. Addiction to social media sites and the like, similar to an addiction to a drug, can be detrimental to your mood and ultimately your personality. Ever log off a social media site feeling lousy about yourself? It's alarmingly common. In fact, Time reports that scientists who study 600 people active on Facebook found that 1 in 3 felt worse than before visiting the site. It's no wonder that networking sites can easily becoming breeding grounds for self-esteem issues. People anguish over social approval in the form of a like on a post or an invitation to an event. Negative body image is also a residual effect of frequent visits to these sites when people compare their pictures to those of their peers. A lot of us spend a considerable amount of time and effort trying to present the best looking, most interesting, coolest, most popular vision of ourselves to acquaintances through tech mediums. What we want people to realize is the cost is just too high. If you aren't happy being on the social media site you probably found this article on right now, then log off. Less time focusing on these things would translate into more time doing things that actually make us feel fulfilled and happy, like completing assignments, finishing a book, or sharing a laugh with friends. LOL, haha, and grinning emoji faces simply just don't cut it. That is the first article, and that is how technology hurts us.